Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel Elite Auto Review, and today we are diving into one of the most important chapters in the story of modern Mercedes-Benz, the 2018 Mercedes-Benz A180. This model marked the beginning of the fourth generation A-Class, internally known as the W177, and it completely reshaped how people saw the compact luxury hatchback. Instead of being just another small car with the three-pointed star badge, the A180 arrived as a premium product that carried forward Mercedes' luxury DNA in a package that was accessible, stylish, and loaded with technology. When it launched in 2018, it immediately turned heads across Europe and the UK, and in this review we are going to explore every detail about its design, its technology, the way it drives, the comfort it offers, and why it became one of the most popular choices in the premium hatchback market. So sit back, relax, and let's go through everything that makes the 2018 Mercedes-Benz A180 such a significant car. When you look at the exterior of the 2018 A180 for the first time, you immediately notice that Mercedes took a very bold step with its design. The old A-Class had a more rounded, softer shape, but the 2018 model sharpened things up dramatically. At the front, you have the signature diamond grille with a large Mercedes star proudly in the center. The headlights were slim and aggressive, giving the car a sporty and premium face. Depending on the trim level, LED technology was available, which made the car look futuristic even at night. The bonnet lines flowed cleanly towards the grille, adding tension and strength to the design. From the side, the car looked longer and lower compared to its predecessor, and that wasn't just an illusion. The new platform allowed for a slightly stretched wheelbase, giving the A180 a more planted stance on the road. At the back, Mercedes designers gave the A180 sleek two-piece tail lamps that made the hatchback look wider than before. The rear bumper was sculpted, with optional chrome touches and exhaust finishes that added a premium feel even on this entry-level model. The attention to aerodynamics was also clear, with a drag coefficient as low as 0.25. The A180 was one of the most aerodynamically efficient cars in its class at launch. That's not just a number, it meant better fuel efficiency, less wind noise on the motorway, and an overall sense of refinement when cruising. Small touches like flush-fitting panels, precise shutter lines, and carefully shaped side mirrors all contributed to that efficiency. Moving inside is where the 2018 A180 really blew people away. Before this car, the interiors of compact Mercedes models were nice, but they didn't fully capture the magic of stepping into a larger E-Class or S-Class. That changed completely in 2018. The moment you opened the door, you were greeted by a cabin that looked like it belonged in a much more expensive car. The most striking feature was the dual widescreen display setup, known as MBUX, Mercedes-Benz User Experience. Two high-resolution screens sat side by side under a single glass panel, one acting as the digital instrument cluster behind the steering wheel, and the other as the infotainment display in the center. This setup gave the interior a futuristic, high-tech feel that left rivals like the Audi A3 and BMW 1 Series scrambling to catch up. The dashboard itself was clean and modern, with turbine-style air vents inspired by jet engines. Ambient lighting was another wow factor. Buyers could choose from up to 64 different colors, transforming the cabin into a personal lounge that could shift moods depending on your drive. At night, the way the light strips flowed along the dashboard, doors, and center console made the car feel more like a luxury lounge than a hatchback. Soft-touch materials covered most surfaces, and Mercedes paid attention to details like stitching, brushed aluminum finishes, and quality plastics, ensuring that even though this was the entry point into the Mercedes world, it didn't feel cheap in any way. Space was improved as well. Thanks to the longer wheelbase, rear passengers had noticeably better legroom compared to the older model, and the boot space was more practical, making the A180 a solid daily driver for small families or young professionals who wanted style without sacrificing functionality. The driving position was excellent too, low and sporty if you wanted, but still with that upright Mercedes feel that gave a sense of command on the road. The steering wheel, wrapped in leather, felt premium in hand, and the controls on it allowed easy access to menus on the digital displays, making the entire system intuitive to use. Speaking of MBUX, it was a game-changer. The A180 was one of the first Mercedes models to feature the Hey Mercedes voice assistant, which allowed drivers to control navigation, music, climate, and more by simply speaking natural commands. Instead of scrolling through menus, you could just say, "Hey Mercedes, I'm cold," and the system would increase the temperature. It made technology feel human and approachable, something that really appealed to a younger, tech-savvy audience. The infotainment could also be controlled via touch on the screen, a touchpad on the center console, or even small touch-sensitive buttons on the steering wheel. This multi-control approach meant every driver could interact with the car in a way that felt natural to them. Now let's talk about performance, because while the A180 was the entry-level engine in the A-Class lineup, it was still impressive for what it was designed to do. Under the hood sat a 1.33-liter four-cylinder turbocharged petrol engine. It produced around 136 horsepower and about 200 newton-meters of torque. Paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox, the A180 could accelerate from 0 to 62 miles per hour in roughly 9 seconds. That might not sound like sports car territory, but it was more than adequate for daily driving, commuting, and even long trips on the motorway. What mattered more was how smooth and refined the engine felt. It was quiet at low speeds, responsive when you needed it, and thanks to turbocharging, it delivered its torque early, making city driving effortless. Fuel efficiency was another strong point. Depending on driving conditions, the A180 could deliver over 45 miles per gallon in mixed driving, and on longer motorway journeys, you could see even better numbers. For many buyers, this combination of luxury feel, advanced technology, and decent running costs made the A180 the perfect balance between premium appeal and practical ownership. The driving dynamics were also tuned to be comfortable yet controlled. The suspension absorbed bumps well, making the car ideal for urban roads in the UK, but it still offered enough sharpness in the handling to feel agile on twisty country lanes. Steering was precise, the car felt stable at higher speeds, and Mercedes engineered the chassis to deliver confidence without being overly sporty. Remember, this wasn't the AMG variant. It was designed to be accessible and comfortable while still carrying a touch of Mercedes refinement. For many first-time Mercedes buyers, the A180 was the perfect introduction to the brand because it showed that luxury doesn't always have to mean huge engines or high prices, so it could be about the quality of the experience behind the wheel. Safety and driver assistance were another highlight. Even the 2018 A180 offered advanced features like active brake assist, lane keeping assist, and optional adaptive cruise control. It could even be specified with semi-autonomous driving aids, something that was rare in the compact hatchback segment at that time. This made the car not only luxurious but also forward-thinking, appealing to buyers who wanted peace of mind alongside comfort. On the road, the A180 was quiet and refined. Road noise was well controlled, the engine was hushed at cruising speeds, and the aerodynamic bodywork meant less wind noise. These small things added up to create a sense of calm that reminded you why you were driving a Mercedes. It felt like a car built to take you through the stress of city traffic in comfort and then stretch its legs on the motorway with ease. From a lifestyle perspective, the 2018 Mercedes-Benz A180 represented something very important for its buyers. For young professionals, it was often the first step into premium car ownership, a symbol that they had reached a stage in life where they could enjoy luxury. For small families, it was a practical yet stylish choice that didn't compromise on quality. And for Mercedes itself, it was proof that their compact lineup could stand toe-to-toe with rivals and even push ahead in areas like technology and design. As years have passed since its 2018 launch, the A180 still holds strong appeal in the used market. Its design has aged gracefully, the technology inside still feels modern, and the overall package continues to deliver a luxury experience at a more accessible price point. It became a bestseller in the UK for Mercedes, showing that their gamble of loading a compact hatchback with luxury and tech paid off in a big way. So when you think of the 2018 Mercedes-Benz A180, you should remember that this wasn't just a small hatchback. It was the car that redefined what people could expect from the compact luxury segment. With its sharp design, futuristic interior, advanced box system, refined driving experience, and solid efficiency, it delivered a complete package that appealed to a wide audience. It brought the Mercedes brand closer to everyday buyers while still carrying the DNA of its bigger siblings. And that's why the 2018 A180 deserves to be remembered as one of the most important Mercedes launches of the modern era. Thank you guys for watching this detailed review of the 2018 Mercedes-Benz A180 here on Elite Auto Review. If you enjoyed this video and love exploring the world of luxury cars, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our future reviews. We have many more exciting cars to cover, from the classics that shaped automotive history to the latest models leading the future. Until next time, Keep driving with passion and stay connected with Elite Auto Review.